everyone, I'm Laura from gosimpli.ca, and today I have a total body compound strength workout. We're going to be doing one group of 5 exercises 2 times through. 45 seconds on with 15-second rest. So it'll take us 10 minutes. You will need a handful of dumbbells for these exercises. Other than that, no other equipment. I haven't included a warm-up or a cool-down, so you'll want to get that done on your own. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we're going to get started with a deadlift and a curl combination. So grab your weights. So for deadlift, feet are just wider than shoulder width apart. Make sure you come all the way up and then curl your hands. Down and then do your deadlift. So whatever you're lifting for your deadlift is probably a little bit lighter than you normally would because of the curl, but that's okay. That's sort of the nature of mixing exercises. You work more muscle groups at one time, and sometimes the larger muscle group gets a little bit less weight. So you have just about 5 seconds left here. Okay, I'm going to switch my weights out here. We've got 15 seconds to move around a bit if you have time, switch your weights. Next up is a reverse lunge with a tricep extension. So I got my hands up, leg goes back, arms go down. So we're working lower body and upper body at the same time here. What's great about these mixed movements is that you can burn more calories in a shorter amount of time because you're working more muscle groups. Less than 10 seconds here. All right, I'm going to switch out my weights. We're doing a squat with an overhead press. So I'm going to lift a little bit heavier this time. Just a couple seconds. Weights up. So I'm going to squat down. And once I'm fully standing, then I'll do my shoulder press. So it's very important that you use proper form with these moves. So you're losing a lot of muscle groups at one time. So you should focus on that. These sort of compound strength is good to do at the end of a cardio routine as sort of a muscle burnout round. You don't have a lot more time left in your workout. Okay, I'm going to switch out. This is a calf raise with a lateral raise. Usually use a very small weight for a lateral raise, so I've got just 5 pounds here per hand. So we're going to come up in a calf raise and at the same time lift our arms out to the side. So this one also has sort of a balance challenge added into it while we're rocking up onto our toes. We have to remember that we're doing all these moves very deliberately. We're not just throwing our arms up to the side. We want our muscles to be doing all the work. No momentum. So nice and slow. Okay, next up we're going down to the floor. We're going to do a hip raise with a chest press. So I can lift a fair bit more for that. I'm using 15 pounds per hand. I get down on the ground here. Okay, so I'm going to push up with my weights and at the same time lift up my hips. So I'm working my chest and my glutes and a bit in the quads there, and a bit in the hamstrings as well. This is our last in the group of 5 exercises, so after this we're going to be starting over again. And now you know what the 5 different exercises are. So you've got your abs tight here, you're squeezing your bum tight. Trying not to let those arms rest on the mat when they come down. They should just be very lightly touching. Okay, so we're starting over again with a deadlift and a curl. So I have to lower my weight a bit for that curl. Okay, so feet just wider than shoulder width. Fully stand up and then curl. I'm doing a hammer curl here. If you want to do a regular curl, that would be fine. You could even do a reverse curl. I'm holding too much weight. I might be able to do 1 rep to show you here. It's quite heavy for me to do an overhand curl there, but if you wanted to do that, you certainly could as well. You see, 45 seconds seems like a long time. We're only getting in about 7, maybe 8 reps. Okay, I'm going to switch out again for that reverse lunge with a tricep extension. I'm using 8 pounds per hand for this. I'm just trying to keep my legs moving in between if I have a couple seconds. Okay, so arms up. As leg goes back, arms go down. The other thing with mixing sort of upper body and lower body or 2 different muscle groups at the same time is that your brain has to think. So it's a good brain workout as well. And in under 10 minutes, we're getting a lot of weight training in, actually. Lose my balance there. Okay, so I'm going to put this down, squat in an overhead press so I can lift a little bit heavier for that. I'm going to choose 10 pounds. Got my weights up, squat back, push up. And I am definitely feeling on the second round through the 10 pounds is quite heavily actually. We'll see if I can make it all the way through. It's okay if you need to stop and lower your weight partway through an exercise, or even drop your weights altogether and go through the motions without weights. Sort of the object here is to just keep moving. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, lateral raise with a calf raise. So again, we're going to go up on our toes at the same time as our hands go up to the side. And this one is really a balance challenge as well. I'll just show you from the side here. If you're finding it really hard to do them both at the same time for the balance, you can very easily do one calf raise and then a lateral raise. Okay, I don't want you falling over. It's not the object of the game here to get injured while we're doing this. So do whatever you need to do it safely with good form. All right, just one more interval here. It's our hip raise with a chest press. So again, I can lift heavier for this one. And you got 15 pounds per hand. You do what works for you. Whoops, noisy knees. Okay, so pushing up. And then it all comes down together. And again, those arms are just sort of lightly brushing. They're not taking a big old rest there down on the ground. You got your abs tight, and your bum is squeezed. Your hamstrings are working hard. I'm starting to feel myself shake a bit here in the upper body especially. We've got less than 10 seconds. And there we go. We've worked our entire body, upper, lower, even a bit in the core, all in 10 minutes. Make sure you get in a nice cool down and stretch, and hope to see you again soon. To keep up to date with the latest workouts, subscribe to my YouTube channel and click like on Facebook. Have a workout request? Send it at gosimpli.ca/contact.